Touch the leg. You're watching Tibet This Week, a weekly news on Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and Central Tibetan Administration. Top news of the week. His Holiness the Dalai Lama pleas for joint action on environment. His Holiness the Dalai Lama hopes to see the missing Panchen Lama. His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration congratulate President Macron and Jose Ramos-Horta. Sikyong pays maiden visit to North America and Germany. U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom calls China as country of particular concern. Representative Sonam Tsering Frasi attends flag raising event. An Indian Parliament delegation visits Tibetan Parliament-in-Exile. In a statement on the World Earth Day, His Holiness the Dalai Lama highlighted the urgency of climate change by sharing his own witnesses of declining snowfall, first in Tibet and then in Dharamshala, and the risk of places like Tibet to turn into deserts. His Holiness called for a joint effort in protecting the nature and the planet, which is our only home. His Holiness the Dalai Lama also granted a special audience to the climate activists at his residence on Friday last week. Climate change advocate Sonam from Ladakh presented His Holiness an ice block from the glacier of Katungla Pass in Ladakh to emphasize the rapid melting of glaciers due to global warming and climate change.
We want to convey this message to the world because this is more than a block of ice. This is a solid piece of SOS message from the people in the mountains. And the message is, please live simply in the big cities so we in the mountains may simply live.
His Holiness emphasized on the importance of water, saying that we need to be more careful about preserving our water sources.
Ultimately, this is water. It's the basis of our life. After a few centuries, the world may become dry. I think we really have the responsibility to keep these big rivers.
The climate activists were in Dharamshala to participate in a 3-day dialogue on climate action titled Dialogue for Our Future, a Call to Climate Action. 25th April 2022 marked the 33rd birth anniversary of His Eminence the 11th Panchen Lama of Tibet. His Holiness the Dalai Lama issued a message praying to see and hear from him soon. The 11th Panchen Lama Gindenchu Nyima, along with his parents, were abducted by Chinese government at the age of 6 in 1995 and remained missing since then. On his 33rd birthday, the U.S. State Department issued a press release demanding China information on his whereabouts and well-being. The Department of Information and International Relations, Central Tibetan Administration issued a renewed call for the release of the Panchen Lama and his family. His Holiness the Dalai Lama has written to President Jose Ramos-Horta congratulating him on his recent election as the President of Timor-Leste. His Holiness the Dalai Lama recollected his meeting with President Horta in the early 1990s in Dharamshala and wished him success in fulfilling the hopes and aspirations of the people of Timor-Leste. His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration congratulated President Emmanuel Macron on his historic re-election as the President of France. His Holiness the Dalai Lama expressed his gratitude to have received the friendship and encouragement of the people and the government of France in protection and preservation of Tibet's ancient Buddhist culture. Speaker Khenpo Sonam Temple of the Tibetan Parliament-in-Exile, Sikyong Tsering, and Kalrin Nurzin Droma of Department of Information and International Relations also sent congratulatory letters to President Macron on his re-election for the second term as the President of France. Sikyong Tsering paid a courtesy call to U.S. Special Coordinator for Tibetan Issues, Azra Zia, on Monday this week at the U.S. State Department's office. The official visit was accompanied by Representative Dr. Namgyal Chitup of the Office of Tibet, Washington, D.C., and Abbot Zygyab Rinpoche, representing Tashi Limpo Monastery, as the day also commemorated the 33rd birth anniversary of Tibet's 11th Panchen Lama. The delegation appealed Special Coordinator to assist in resolving the Sino-Tibet conflict at the earliest and the swift return of His Holiness the Dalai Lama to Tibet. The meeting also focused on the effective execution of the Enrollment Bill H.R. 1646, which demands the U.S. ambassador to China to meet with the long-time missing Panchen Lama of Tibet and confer religious rights award to the latter to attend recognition. Sikyong and Abbot Zygyab Rinpoche also met Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom, Rashad Hussain, and called on him to the joint reception commemorating the 33rd birthday of the 11th Panchen Lama at the U.S. Capitol. Sikyong also met Congressman Jim McGovern, who has always been a leading voice in the U.S. Congress for the Tibet cause, Kurt Campbell, Coordinator for Indo-Pacific Affairs on the U.S. National Security Council, Honorable Jan Lipovsky, Czech Foreign Minister, and Honorable Hinik Komojic, Czech U.S. Ambassador. Sikyong Tsering spoke at a panel organized by National Endowment for Democracy in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday this week, discussing extensively about the development of democratic administration of the Tibetan exile polity. On Thursday this week, Sikyong met with U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Senator Jim Rich, and Congressman Michael McCaul at Capitol Hill. Sikyong was officially invited by the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. In Germany, Sikyong visited the Tibet House in the German city Frankfurt and met with the institution's members. Sikyong also met and interacted with Tibetan community in Frankfurt, where he spoke on the 16 Kashas, newly established voluntary Tibet advocacy groups, stressing it as a pragmatic solution for the unprecedented diminishing Tibetan population in India. The United States Commission on International Religious Freedom recommended China, along with other countries such as Afghanistan, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, Burma as countries of particular concern in its 2022 annual report published on Monday this week. On China's suppression of Tibetan Buddhism, the report noted that the Chinese government continued its pervasive control and suppression of Tibetan Buddhism. It further urged the U.S. Congress to ensure that the U.S. administration fully enforce China-related human rights legislations such as the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act and Tibet Policy and Support Act to elevate religious freedom inside China. Representative Sonam Tsering Frasi attended the Tibet National Flag Raising event held on Sunday last week inside the Nibozan Mihoji Buddhist Temple in Milton Keynes, United Kingdom. This is the 9th year in a row that the Tibet National Flag Raising event is observed by a local resident, Ms. Catherine Mostyn Scott, and her team of dedicated volunteers. In the presence of First Citizen Councillor Mohammad Khan, the mayor of Milton Keynes, Ms. Catherine Mostyn Scott hosted more than 80 people inside the temple for the event and briefly explained the importance of annual flag raising event, citing the 2022 Freedom House report, which ranked Tibet as the first least free country in the world with least freedom score compared to Syria and other countries in the world. A delegation of the Indian Parliamentary Standing Committee on Energy visited Tibetan Parliament-in-Exile while they were on an official tour to Dharamshala in Himachal Pradesh on Tuesday this week. Members of the Indian Parliament were warmly received by the members of Standing Committee led by the Speaker at the Tibetan Parliamentary Secretariat and were introduced to functioning of the Tibetan Parliament. Speaker Khempo Sonam Temple also met with Shri Mujibullah Khan, MP Rajya Sabha from Odisha, and Shri KTS Tulsi, MP Rajya Sabha from Chhattisgarh on Monday this week. That is all for this week. See you next time and have a great weekend.